this bottle farm. It's cheap, really easy to build, and is gonna get you so many ominous bottles. Okay, and here is everything that you need for this ominous bottle farm. As you can see, it's not a lot of stuff at all. Why are the pigs staring into my soul? By the way, make sure it's an empty locator map, not a normal map. What is the pig doing? What the freak? But anyways, let's stop talking and let's get to building. Okay, and before we start building or doing anything, there is something really important we need to get out of the way. The location. You obviously need a pillager outpost to build this farm, just like the one behind me, but they're not all the same. Some have more spawn spots than others, and hence they're way better. How can you tell how many spawning spots it has? It's really simple. You're gonna need to go to the bottom of the pillager outpost and go to the side where there is a wall, so this one right here, and I want you to go inside. And hear me out, you're gonna be facing the wall with a door. As you can see, there's only one, so we're gonna face this one right here and open the map, and as you can see, it's facing east, which means this pillager outpost has 2 spawn spots. Because if your door is on the east or the west side of the pillager outpost, it has 2 spawn spots. On the north, it has 4 spawn spots, which is like the best possible outcome. And if it spawns on the south side, trust me, you need to change pillager outpost because it only has 1 spawn spot. So if you have a lot of time, I recommend trying to find one that has 4 spawning spots. It's gonna be the best for this farm. But just for the sake of the tutorial, I'm gonna go for this one. It has 2 spawn spots. It's pretty decent. Now we can start building. I want you to go to the top layer, so this one right here, and I want you to break literally everything. You're gonna break these like pillar wood, stone walls, and fences made out of wood. Again, even the roof. Okay, and there is also a chest which you can break or not. Okay, this one actually like sucks. So this is what you should end up with, is just the top layer. Now take your solid blocks, and I want you to find these stairs right here. You're gonna break the top one and try to place blocks in that L. Okay, there's a lot of snow, so you can't really see. Let me just break the snow. Just like this, so you have this L. And now these next steps are really important, so pay attention. I want you to take 2 different blocks so they don't look the same. So I went for block of quartz, and the best block of the game, of course, the waxed, oxidized, chiseled copper. You're gonna be looking at your L shape right here, and you're gonna go to the top, skip 1 block to the right side, and on the next one, break it and place the other block. This right here is a spawn block. Let's keep going. So I want you to look at it from this side right here, so the bottom of the L, and look to the right, and now count from it 7 blocks and break them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Place some blocks in the blocks that you just broke. And on the end right here, you're going to be placing a second one of these blocks. So you have the first spawning block. 7 blocks away from it is the second one. And now it's simple. Take some more solid blocks. And I want you to go 7 blocks on this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 more block. And again, we're gonna go from this side 7 blocks, so it should be like a square. And again, place your wax, oxidized, chiseled, copper, or the other block that you have. And now these 4 blocks are your 4 spawning spots. Just like I mentioned, not all of them are gonna be spawning pillagers. It depends on the pillager outpost that you chose. Now for the remainder of the tutorial, I'm gonna build a farm as if you chose a 4 spawn block pillager outpost. But if you want to make it cheaper, you can adjust it to the amount of spawning blocks that you have. Start by placing 3 blocks on top of each one of these spawn blocks. Face them from this direction, so this is what these stairs should look like. And I want you to connect these 2 and again these 2 with some solid blocks. So just like this, a row of blocks between them, and on this side as well. Now go on one of the lines, count 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And on the 5th one, I want you to make a row connecting to the other line as well. For this next step, I'm gonna be using... Oh my... Dude! I can like see through myself with the glass. I'm invisible. I'm gonna be using glass, but you don't have to. You can use normal blocks if you want. You're gonna start by placing 1 scaffolding on every end, just like this. Now take your glass block, building blocks, or whatever, and I want you to surround them from each side, so just like this. And now make kind of a contour surrounding this H shape that we have. Extend it 1 block up. Alright, now I want you to go to each one of these scaffolding, place 1 block next to them, place 1 water bucket on this block, so on top of the scaffolding, and then you can break this block right here. And do the same thing for all of the other scaffolding. And if you did everything correctly, it should stop in this middle block right here. Now again, using glass blocks or whatever, I want you to make a roof on top of this like little thing. Just like this. Now we're gonna go to the bottom and start making the collection system, which is really simple. You're gonna go to this middle line right here, go to the middle, place 2 chests on the middle blocks, so they can either be on this side or on this side, it doesn't really matter. But the placement of the hopper is really important. It needs to be on this middle block, so where the water is not like moving. You're gonna break that block, so the middle one, and place 1 hopper going into... Okay, I'm struggling. Place 1 hopper going into the chest, just like this. And now, for the first time on this channel, I'm gonna be making a trident killer. But this one is actually different. I want you to go to this middle line right here and go to the middle block. So we're on top next to the roof. I want you to look to one of these sides, it doesn't matter, and place one trapdoor facing into it. So if you open it, it should not go on the roof, but on one of the sides. Now place one temporary block here on top, one trapdoor on the top part, and close it. Now look away, aim the trident, and throw it at this top trapdoor right here. It should fall right here, and now you can break the trapdoor and the top block. Now from this side, you're gonna go out 6 blocks using any block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Place 2 blocks on one of the 2 sides, 1 redstone comparator here, and redstone dust all along these blocks. Click the redstone comparator once, so this like little redstone bulb is gonna light up. Place 1 lever on this block and click it. And if you did everything correctly, it should like start moving and going crazy. You can turn it off for now. You're gonna go to the side opposite to the Trident killer, so this one right here. Going from this metal hopper, I want you to place 6 blocks out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take your glass or building block or whatever, and I want you to surround this little line of blocks. At the end here, place 1 water bucket and break this glass block right here. This may seem kind of confusing and pointless, but this is really important. It's gonna be pushing all of the pillager into the Trident killer. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your farm is complete. All you have to do now is turn on the Trident killer, go to one of the 2 sides, and I want you to extend it by 30 blocks. I know you can break all of these blocks in between, and this block right here is gonna be your AFK spot, and as you can see, not even 2 seconds in, and we already got some pillagers that spawn. They're dying to the Trident killer fairly quickly. It's a very fast Trident killer, and of course, they're gonna be dropping all of their loot, which will go into the chests. And yeah, you don't have to do anything. Just stand in this block, and everything is gonna happen on its own. A small tip that I can give you is to use a looting 3 sword. It's gonna be maximizing your drops. But now it's just a matter of waiting. We're gonna be waiting for a pillager captain to spawn, and that's it. So let's just wait here for a couple minutes and see what we can get. Okay, so it's been running for like 2 minutes. Let's see what we got. First of all, we got a lot of XP, which you can get from either the top or the bottom, just like in bed. What do you mean by that? Okay, let's just turn off the Trident killer. And as you can see, in less than 3 minutes, we already got all of this loot. So we obviously got a lot of crossbows, which you don't care about. We get some arrows, which is kind of nice. But the most important thing is 2 bad omen bottles. We got some really good luck. This is bad omen 4 and bad omen 5, which is the best bottle you can get. I know you're probably gonna ask me, what am I even gonna do with all of these bottles? It's simple. You can build a really easy raid farm. The link is going to be in the description below. It's probably like the best and easiest design out there. You're going to use the ominous bottles that you get from this farm on that farm, so you can get a lot of raids and a lot of really good loot. Emeralds, totems of undying, enchanted books, and much more. So if you build this farm, you have to build the other and vice versa. Okay, I hope you liked that video. I just want to remind you that I started channel memberships. It's a way of supporting me, and you're going to be getting some really good perks. First of all, you're going to be getting a member shout out at the end of every video, or downloads for the farms I make, and you literally get to decide what video comes next. So if you want to support me, join and become a member today. I love you. Bye-bye.